Hey guys, what's going on? So should I buy this Inquisitor in the shop for 40,000 gold? I'm trying to save up gold so that I can upgrade some of my equipment. So I was just wondering, should I buy this 40,000 Inquisitor in the shop? I'm just kidding. That's not what this video is. I thought that would be a funny title because I happened to like refresh this the store and I got one. What this video is, it morphed into a lot of different things. It morphed into 3 different things. So originally, this video was going to be, why haven't I made a video in a little while? And I haven't made a video in a little while because nothing has happened. The season is about to reset. It's going to reset it today, later today, and then I'll be able to talk about, like, I don't know, like, things that reset the season reset. I can talk about like my plan for the future. I can talk about the idea that I'm going to get a 13 kobold by the end of this event, by the end of Royal Trials. I never really wanted to talk about Twilight Ranger. I just got one. I'm not trying to wail out on it or anything. I like the cards that I currently own. I like the idea that I'm trying to level up a genie slowly. I'm just focusing on a lot of other things than Twilight Ranger, so I'm not trying to spend hundreds of dollars on a Twilight Ranger. I'm gonna get this thing to 13 by the end of this event, which also ends basically today. By the end of today, when this resets, I'll have enough points, and then buy the $10, and then get two copies. And so I'll have that at a 13. I only need one more star coin, because I've been randomly getting star coins out of the expeditions, because I believe you can get it there. I've also bought Heroes Tavern, and then at the beginning of Heroes Tavern, they give you 1 star coin, so I've gotten it there as well. I think I got it. I think I got one from. Did I get one from Random League? I don't know. But I've gotten 4. And so all I need is 1. And so also by next season, I will have the other star coin. At the very least, I'll have it by then. At which point, between now and the end of next month, I will have this I will have this at 13. And then I need 4 copies. Or I need, what is it? 4. If you have a 13, yeah, you need an additional 4, an additional 5. So after 2.5 events, I will have a 14, and then I'll have the star coins to make it a 15. And then I'll have all the best supports. I'll have the gunslinger at 15, and I'll have a kobold at 15. That was what I was going to talk about at the as soon as this season reset, as content, as something to talk about. I guess I'm almost done with almost all of my equipment. I finally got a second Amulet of Swiftness, so I now have all of the... Okay, in case you don't know, the way that I was doing all of my equipment is not specific faction, but all the factions. I was just trying to get something for all the factions. I do have a lot of specific Forest faction things because I'm a Forest faction main. I love Treant. I love what's it called? I love Treant, and I love Blade Dancer. And so I do have a lot of like actual Forest faction main things. But my actual strategy was to just get one of everything. And so, for example, this Amulet of Swiftness has Dark, Forest, and Magic Council, which means I need Light and Technogenic. And I actually got a Light and Technogenic and Dark Amulet of Swiftness. And so now I'm done with Amulet of Swiftness. And then my secondary goal was to reroll until I get a counterspell. And as you can see, I have a large quantity of counter spells. My Hunter's Jackets are done. I need another Mage Robe. My Spears are done. And something that's crazy about my Spears is that I re-rolled this one first because there was a point where Spear, everybody needed Spear, and then because I was trying to re-roll Forest factions, I was trying to get a Epic to set to Forest Faction, and I could just not do it. And so this was the closest I came. And then when I finally maxed this out, that's when I got this one. Or no, not this one. Where is it? There was one that I got. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I never got. Oh, no, this one. No? I don't know. Because even if I upgrade this, it could potentially not. Oh, no. This is, is this? Yeah. This is no, it is this one. Never mind. I was reading it weird. I finally re-rolled for this one. When I maxed out the other one. So I finally have an epic, or a set bonus, Forest Faction Spear. And I had just finished maxing this one out, which was super annoying. But anyway, I also finished Spear because this is Forest Techno Dark. I need light and magic, and I have this one, and it's light and magic. If I finish upgrading this one, I might upgrade this one and throw away this one, but we'll see. I guess I'd also need to, when I upgrade this to Legendary, it would also need to be Techno, or else I would lose Techno. I would just keep it. Never at that point, I think the smart thing to do would be to just keep both, or to keep all three. But yeah, that was just one of the annoying things. I have never been able to get another growth tile. I don't know what my luck is on not rolling, or not just randomly obtaining growth tiles. Or growth amulets, and I just have the one. But anyway, that's what I would have normally have talked about had I had nothing to talk about. I would have done an update like that. But instead, what ended up and then the other thing that I was going to talk about was the idea that there was nothing to talk about. That video would have come out something like this. When 30.0 came out, and we already knew about Twilight Ranger, the event is the same thing. There's no reason to talk about the event, because the events are always the same. Or at this point, they're basically all the same now. They've settled into what they want events to be. And I've made plenty of videos about events, so you can check those out if you want to know about this event. And as soon as they come out with another event, it'll literally be the same thing. There might be a couple of changes, but it'll basically be the same thing. I've already done my thoughts on what I think about events. If you should buy it, what's the best way to buy it? And if you don't know that, very quickly, I will say, save all of your money and pour all of that money into regular events. Just for $10, get 2 units. $10 at 2 units is the best value for any of this. The deals that they have for this, you should buy the season pass, or the pass for the event, and that's reasonable. But if you want to spend the larger quantities of money for those packs, it's much better to pour all of that money into regular events over the course of time. If you're going to spend that amount of money anyway, I can actually go into this really quick. So this $100 pack is for 4 legendaries and 4 orbs. The 4 orbs don't matter, obviously. So what you're buying for $100 is 4 Twilight Rangers. You could buy 4 Twilight Rangers over the course of 2 events for $20. I don't know how they're pricing these things, but this is to catch people and say, oh, 60% off. You have to do this right now. And you can buy it 5 times. Do it right now. That's so crazy. They're not even trying to hide it anymore. The value on a regular event, just like a Rush for Glory, Royal Trials mirror match, the value on that is the value in this game. It's $10, 2 copies. Never do any of this. And so that's another reason why I'm not wailing out on that as well. And so, we already know that Twilight Ranger's out. We already know, all of that information is already out there. It's been out there since before this moment in, their Discord posting. I've already talked about events. And so everything that's that's this patch related, like Bard getting reincarnations, Genie getting reincarnations. It's like, what do you want me to say? Like, they're stronger now. They're stronger. Are they? They're better than they were before. That is the extent of that conversation. And so I've been waiting for just something else to talk about, and I haven't had anything. And so I started my whole, like, I'm just going to post like a video a day, because I knew that there was going to be nothing to talk about. And there hasn't been. So we have Twitch stream, new guide by Godlike Mike, survey, Cross Universe, Spring Marathon starts on May 6th, Twilight Ranger Talents. Again, all of this has been released since before the patch even dropped. Spring Marathon starts tomorrow. Own the Legend for $5. 3 legendary unit offer. Another thing about Twilight Ranger and how you should use it. Rare emoji chest on sale. There's just been literally nothing. Cross Universe, Sketch to Life, and that was the video that I was gonna make. So that's another iteration of this video that I'm just making into this video. And it was just gonna be how there's nothing to talk about, and that's the reason why I haven't made a video. And then, as a thank you for everybody sticking around for the end, this is what they dropped today. I just wanted you to feel how I've felt for the last month. Just the long wait to get here. However you feel right now, like, come on, get to the point. That's how I felt all month. I'm just like, get to the point. Come on, Rush Royale, give me something. I didn't think that they were going to do any cool update. You know, in all honesty, I was gonna make a meme that I'm just waiting for a buy profitably post. We're due for a buy profitably post. After all of this, we're due for a buy profitably post. And then they dropped this, which is something that I definitely didn't see coming. And I think that for the most part, this is very good. I know that a lot of people are going to say that this is bad because they say everything is bad and everything is terrible, and this is the thing that's going to make the game die, and the developers don't know what they're doing. But this is a time where I'm going to give the developers props, and I'm going to show you why everybody is going to think it's bad, and I still think it's good. So I didn't think that they were going to do like some cool news update until 31.0, like whatever 31.0 becomes. I thought that it was just going to be nothing, and we were just going to be waiting for 31.0 as the cool new new thing. This is a season pass reward change. And the last time they did a season pass reward change was when they took away Book of Secrets and they put in the star coins. And everybody hated that for obvious reasons. The most notable being the amount of star coins that you need is not equivalent to the amount of pages of secrets that you needed. For $20 before, you would get 6 pages of secrets, and then you could get a book of secrets. And now it's, 20? You need 20 star coins, but you only get 5 star coins per $10. And so you need $40 to do the exact same thing that you did in $20 with pages of secrets. And that became like the biggest contention point. This, I actually really like all of the changes that they're making here. Common unit fragments and part of rare unit fragments will be swapped for rune keys. Now, they are putting a higher value on rune keys because they are taking out a lot of the rewards. Now, this is the part where I think that most people are gonna like be angry about. 2 chests with magic dust are also being added. And okay, I'm gonna skip ahead and then go back because I want to stick on rune keys. Rune keys in the new seasonal store. A new section will appear in the shop. Seasonal items, some season pass rewards will be moved here. Okay, some season pass rewards will be moved here. And you will be able to spend your rune keys on exactly what you want, including dust, orbs, orb exchanges, not orbs, orb exchanges, bells, epic unit fragments, glutton chests, and even a chest of choice with a legendary unit from regular events. Note, the number of purchases per person is limited. Any existing rune keys that you currently have will be multiplied by 15. Throughout the season, you will be able to earn around 100 to 120 keys, 50 from the free pass, 50 from the premium pass, and some additional ones from lucky boxes. Do not count on those lucky box ones. So essentially, your season pass, if you spend the $10, you'll get 100 rune keys. And now they're getting rid of common fragments, rare fragments, because we don't care about that anyway. I suppose new players would care about that, but you get to a point, obviously, since they've not added a way to get rid of units, of extra units, you will eventually get to a point, if you are a new player listening to this and you're like, I haven't maxed out my Crystalmancer, or no, not a rare. I haven't maxed out my Bombardier. I haven't maxed out my Thrower. You know, at a certain point, you will. You will max out everything. This always happens. You will max out everything eventually. You will max things out to the point where you have way too much of everything, because for as long as this game has been out, there has not been a way to dump any of this. I have 39,000 archers. I have even something that is rare. I have, like, Cold Elemental is the quote-unquote newest epic unit, or I guess Clown would be, and even Clown I have 522 over getting it from 1 to 15. I have 522 over max, something that has been in the game. I have 39,000 archers. You know, like, you will eventually just max out all of your commons, epics, and rares, and you will eventually have 16,000 zealots, right? Because there is no way to dump any of this for anything. And so taking them out of the season pass, taking them out of literally everything, and replacing it with something useful is definitely just better. And so there is a new focus on rune keys, and the store for rune keys is going to look like this. And so what you have to assume is that you're getting 100, if you spend the $10 on a season pass, you're getting 100 rune keys. So not only will you have the regular version of the season pass with all of the rewards, but you'll get 100 rune keys through other means, and they will all be in here as well. I think this is good. I think that people think that this is bad because they're taking some of these rewards out of the regular season pass and then giving it back to you in this. And I think that we're going to have to see the season pass in order to see what they've actually taken out. If all they did was take out commons and rares that were useless anyway and give you rune keys, then I think that it will be fine. If they also took out magic dust chests and the glutton chest that is normally already in there, and the chest of choice that is normally already in there, and if they've taken all of that out and it's just a season pass of rune keys, then I guess you can be angry. But if they left most of that in and you get to buy something from here, I think that it's good. The extra trades, by the way, just make sure that you understand that it's not extra orbs. You're not getting 3 orbs, or you're not getting an orb. You're getting an extra trade, at which point you can then trade in an extra legendary in order to get an orb, which I think is still good. Getting extra orbs per season is always a good thing. I will always recommend you spend 500 gems for the 5 extra trades. So this, if you are in need of orbs and you have an excessive amount of legendaries, this would be the thing to do. I think that 250 for a chest of choice, even if they are giving you a chest of choice of event units as well, a single legendary unit valued at 2.5 season passes is crazy. I think that it should definitely be 50 or at the very most like 100. I think that valuing a single event legendary, because that's, let's be honest, that's the only thing that you should be getting out of this. You should be getting a whatever you're trying to max out, whether it be like a genie, a Twilight Ranger when it comes in, just a Treant, whatever you're trying to max out, like as an event unit, a gunslinger or a kobold. It should be valued at the very least at 100, or at the very most 100. Valuing it at 250, knowing that you're going to get 100 per season, is insanity. An epic hero fragment, I suppose that's fine as well. I wouldn't do that because again, there is no way of getting rid of epic hero fragments. So once you max out an epic hero, you will just have an excess of extra that you will be able to do nothing with. And you can just, like, if you spend it all into this, you could have used your rune keys for something that you will constantly use. I think that magic dust is probably not the way to go either. In all honesty, it's probably the extra trades. The extra trades is going to be really good. If you don't have any legendaries and you need legendaries, I suppose the bells could be fine. Extra bells, 45 bells for an extra legendary is not a terrible value. And getting extra bells is always good. I think extra bells is better than, I guess it's the same. No, you know what? Magic Dust at 200 for 20 for 200 probably sounds better than 35 for 10. You'd have to do some math on this, on what's a better value. I think it might be the Magic Dust. Doing 20 Magic Dust, 2 for at 100. That would get you a legendary. A glutton chest at 90. Actually, a glutton chest at 90. Just an extra glutton chest per season might be the best value, because then you're saving 10. If you spent it all on magic dust, you'd have to spend all of it. And if you did it with bells, that's 70. 70 for 20. But you need 45 bells to get a legendary. Yeah, the glutton chest is probably the best if you're trying to get legendaries. And because then that becomes it kind of becomes a pick your own legendary. And if you have too many legendaries, obviously you're just going to do it on the extra trades, because the extra trades is just if you have too many legendaries that you want to get rid of, doing extra trades is a better value. But if you don't have enough legendaries, you're probably going to do glutton chest, because with the glutton chest, you can also get an orb. If you just wanted an extra orb, but you could also get other things as well. Actually, if you're getting the glutton chest just for the orb, do the extra trades. If you're doing the glutton chest for the legendary specifically, then do the glutton, or if you're gonna buy the glutton chest for an orb, just do the extra trades. If you want a legendary specifically, do the glutton chest. That's my advice. There we go. That's my advice. We just figured it out. And then the other thing that they changed is an Archmage chest will be introduced to the past rewards. However, if your rank is in the arena, the chest will grant a random legendary card. I think that's good. I don't think there's a lot of people in arena anymore. And so you'll just get an Archmage chest, which is good. You'll also find 11 lucky boxes filled with awesome loot. Some of them will replace the star coins. Some of them will replace the star coins. Each lucky box has a chance to reward you with rune keys, magic dust, star coins, or a legendary card from regular events. Those all sound like really good, really good things, but we're going to need to see the percentages on them. And again, we're going to need to see the actual season pass and what they're taking out of the season pass. Because if the 11 lucky boxes, are if that means that they took out things. Oh, actually, you know what? Did they give it to us? Oh, here we go. Yeah, see, the reason why this says 0 out of 50 or 0 out of 10 or 0 out of 1 is because you have the ability to get nothing and you could just get coins. We're going to need to see the percentages and how often you get any of these other things. I don't know if I like that they took out the star coins. Like they took out a guaranteed way of getting star coins, and now you just have to randomly get it from lucky boxes. Getting an event unit is obviously good. Magic Dust at 0 to 50 is going to feel really bad. Usually getting Magic Dust is good, but if you use this and the best you can hope for is Magic Dust, I don't know if that's great. I guess the entire idea of this is they're making the season pass system very loot boxy, as opposed to giving you guaranteed rewards. I guess this is exactly what you're getting. If you get the legendary, you are getting 2 orbs. You are still getting a glutton chest, two chests of choices, which is pretty good. The 1 Archmage chest, 4, I believe that's 8 Magic Dust chests. A chest of choice, you're getting 50 rune keys, 11 of these chests, which is good. I think this basically looks like the original thing. I think that this basically looks like the original. 200 essence, 15,500 gold, 150 gems. Yeah, this feels about what like you were getting before, minus the 5-star coins that are now being put in a loot box. I don't think I like that. I like everybody is gonna think like, oh, but what if I get 10? You're probably never gonna get 10. We're gonna need to see the percentages on what the chance of you getting either rune keys or the legendary or the star coins is, because if those percentages are, you know, like 2% this, 3% this, 5% this, and then 90% chance of getting gold, and then 80% chance of getting, you know, Magic Dust, 0 to 50 Magic Dust. I think this might feel really bad as a substitute instead of getting star coins, as opposed to getting like the 5 guaranteed star coins. This feels even worse, especially if you're specifically buying the season pass for the star coins. But we'll see. And then the other thing that they talked about in this is the legendary store. The legendary store is something else I'm also very excited about specifically because of the heroic tokens. Heroic tokens are so hard to come by, and it's basically a pay-to-win mechanic. The only way to advance in Hero Tavern is to pay into this game with buying gems and then using those gems. And so the idea that they're slowly giving you a way to get a heroic token at 8,000 trophies, I think that that's a good thing. Being able to slow farm this is kind of like being able to slow farm celestial shards. Per season, I think that that's good. I like that they didn't take out anything. You can still get magic orbs and celestial shards. I like that you can straight up buy a secret compass. I think that that's better than, I guess they did take out things. They took out weapon fragments, amulet fragments, and armor fragments. And they replaced it with all of this. But all of this, I think, is more important. Anyway, you will eventually just get armor fragments, weapon fragments, amulet fragments. It is a slow farm that you're eventually gonna get. Secret compasses are very limited in how many you can get, and with secret compasses you have the ability to get legendary heroes, and I think having more secret compasses, which will also get you epic hero fragments as well in using secret compasses, I think that is a very good value as well. And then if you are an end game level player, you can also use heroic tokens. It should be noted that 5 heroic tokens, if you have all of the heroic items, which I trust you don't, but once you do get all of the heroic items, or at least the ones that you want, you can actually then trade heroic tokens for celestial shards. You can get like 5 heroic tokens, and you can just trade them for celestial shards in order to get celestial shards faster. I think that's I just like that they put in heroic tokens as a farmable thing that you can do per month. Regardless of how many you can buy or how much it's going to cost, I think that that's just a good thing to put in there. It would be like if you had the ability to slow farm a legendary hero for in any way, you know, like for quote unquote free, right? Like if they put a random legendary hero in here for some amount of what's it called? Clan medal, or what are they called? Token clan? No, they're not clan. What are they called? We'll never know. We'll have to wait for this to open, because it always does this. It only does this, by the way, when I'm doing a video. I could like escape out of this, go watch a YouTube video, and come back into this, and it will not have like closed down. Legend medals. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That was pretty much my entire video. That was all the reasons for why this video hasn't come out. That was finally a video for why this has come out. And I think that I think that the changes are good. I don't like that they took out guaranteed star coins. But I think that if, I don't know, we'll see. I guess we'll see. We'll see how good the lucky boxes are. And if the lucky boxes give you enough things to make you happy per season, then it's good. And if the lucky boxes screw you over the entire season, then I don't know if I guess in that way, the value of a season pass is going to change. It's going to be like, sometimes it's a really cool $10 that I've spent, and other times it's a not so great $10 that I've spent. But in either case, and something that I will always forever say about the season pass, no matter how good or how quote unquote bad it gets based on your comparison of a previous season pass, it will and forever will always be the best $10 that you can spend in this game. When you have offers that they're trying to sell you at, oh, buy 2 legendary cards for $10. Oh, buy essence for $15. Like, when you have offers like this, and then you have the season pass that has everything, yeah, you can complain like, oh, Book of Secrets and Page of Secrets was the best value. You could complain about a previous incarnation of the season pass, but it's still the best value that you will ever spend in this game. You can buy 2 orbs for $10, for $11. You know, oh, you can buy fragments for $10. Like, the season pass will still be the best value in this game, no matter how bad they quote unquote make it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll talk to you guys next time.